guys, it's Kristen with Simply a Stewart, and I'm back with another grocery haul. This one is pretty big. I told you guys in my last haul video that we were doing grocery shopping for about 6 weeks at a time, and that worked really well for us. We do hit Aldi or the farmer's market, depending on the season, in between, and pick up some local produce and, fresh produce and a few other little things. But for the most part, we're pretty much shopping at Costco, and then we make a trip to Aldi on that same day and also to Trader Joe's and stock up on all the stuff we'll need for 6 weeks and just fill in the fresh produce and the eggs with the farmer. So we had a really big haul today. It was the most I've probably ever spent at Costco. Our bill was $810, but roughly about about $80 to $100 of that was not our budget, was stuff that I had to pick up for my in-laws and my parents. So I'm going to flip the camera around and I'm going to show you everything I got in Costco. I may or may not add the Aldi and Trader Joe's in, or I may just go ahead and do a second video because this is going to be a lot of stuff. So here we go. I'll flip it around and show you what we got. I'm going to start over here with all the frozen stuff so that my husband can go ahead and get this put away because it's not thawed, but it is definitely not as frozen as I would like it to be. So the very first thing I got were these steamable broccoli florets. There are 4 individual bags in them, so we got 3 of those. That'll give us about 2 bags a week for dinners. We do not use a microwave or anything, so I usually just pull these out and roast them in the oven, or I will saute them on the stovetop. I can go ahead and steam them without the bag in my Instant Pot also, but I don't typically do that. So you do not have to have a microwave to cook those just because they're in the steamable bags. I just pull them out, but that'll give us about 2 a week for the next 6 weeks. And then I got 2 of these big bags also of the rice cauliflower. These do have 5 in them each, so that is 10 bags. We use these in place of rice in our diet a lot of times, even though we do use rice on occasion. But I also use this for things like making a pizza crust muffin, the crust of a pizza muffin for my kiddos for lunch and whatnot. So I picked those up. And then we got a bag of organic blueberries. It's really hard to find organic blueberries local. I actually ran out between last time and this time, and they were really expensive to buy, and they weren't even organic. So I didn't want to do that again, so I made sure I picked up one of those. We got one of these organic berries. My kiddos really like to make these into smoothies. We still have some of the mango style blends. So I just picked up one of these, and that was all I got for fruit because we were pretty stocked up, which was nice because we spent a lot in a lot of other areas. So we grabbed those. We did grab another bag of the organic green beans. Unfortunately, we are out of the stuff from our garden. And so we are back to buying them. So I did go ahead and pick up one of those for this month. And I bought 2 of these peas. We ran out of peas last time and had to actually go to the grocery store. This is one of my kids' favorite snacks. They will eat peas frozen straight out of the freezer. That's one of their favorite things. And to be honest, if I'm having a terrible day and really behind and didn't realize that I needed to make dinner or something, this is a really good vegetable to just go ahead and throw on with some grass-fed hot dogs. So we got 2 of those. And we got our toilet paper. Everybody needs toilet paper, and it's a pretty good deal there. So we picked that up. Now, these are so cute. And this was about $40 that will not come out of our food budget, but it will come out of our homeschooling type of budget. But I thought these were so cute. This is We Are Gardeners by Joanna Gaines, and it's a really adorable book. I might show this in my homeschool unit study plan. We're working on plants for the month and gardens for the month of April, and so I thought this would be cute. And then because we're doing that and it's also Easter time, I picked up this library of Peter Rabbit. Let me see if I can turn this, and you can see there all of the titles. It's really cute, and I think this was, let me see, I think this was about $20. I don't see the price tag on it, but I'm pretty sure it was $19.99. And then I got these for my son. They're the collection 3 for Bob books. We have been doing Bob books this year, and he is halfway through collection 2. We plan on reading through the summer with him, and so he will probably need to move into 3. I actually have 1, 2, 4, and 5. 3 was the only one I didn't have, so I went ahead and I picked those up as well. And then we got my husband's apples. These last him a good while. He takes 1 a day, only on work days, and we keep them in our extra refrigerator. They are not organic, but his choice, his body, that's fine. But they do end up lasting a pretty decent bit of time. He gets through probably like 3 weeks almost on those. It seems like they stay good. The Costco produce stays really good for us compared to Aldi. So we do get those. And then we got a 15-pound bag back there of the gold potatoes. And then all of this, guys. So over here on the produce, we got 2 spring mix. The organic spring mix. We will use these for my husband and my lunches this week. We got a thing of baby spinach, which we will use for smoothies and for eggs and everything else. So we'll have that. And then whatever doesn't, if it does go bad, we will go ahead and just freeze it. But we rarely have it actually go bad when it comes from Costco. We use it all first. So the green beans, I did go ahead and pick up a set of fresh green beans that we'll go ahead and use for dinner this week. And then we'll have the frozen ones over there for the upcoming weeks. And then, because we cannot find organic green beans around here fresh. We can find fresh green beans, but never organic. So I like picking those up when we can, when we don't have the garden. I picked up a bag of avocados. I don't know. I'm not really good with avocados. There's something that's still new to me, not something that I've really tried much. I tried them once, didn't really like them. Got them frozen at at Costco once, and did use them in our smoothies. I did like them that way, but then Costco stopped carrying them, the frozen ones. And so I decided I would get these. I'm going to try, I think there was like an avocado pudding I wanted to try, and there was something else. And then I figured I would try and maybe chunk them up and throw them in the freezer so I could still go ahead and add them to my smoothies. So got those. I got the organic baby bella mushrooms. Again, not Aldi in our area at least does not carry organic mushrooms. Our local grocer does on occasion, but not always. And when they do, they're very expensive. So I make sure that I like to pick up the organic ones when I have the option to. So we picked those up. We also picked up our big bag of carrots for the 6 weeks. We love these. We always use them. If by chance we have 1 or 2 that we don't use, we can always feed them to the chickens, but we usually use them all. So, and then we got these peppers. We've been putting peppers in my husband's salads. We've been getting them at Aldi through this past month, and so we decided we would pick up this big bag there. I will go ahead and just chop them up and freeze them probably tomorrow when I do all my meal prep, and then we will have bags of them we can just pull out and put in his salads per the week. So back here we have 2 boxes of Simple Milk crackers. I actually have a few boxes downstairs, but we're getting into the springtime season here. It's starting to get a little bit nice out, and so we'll be going and doing things, hopefully like maybe zoo trip and some trips to the park and whatnot. And I like to go ahead and make like Lunchables for the kids. Plus, we're also in Lent season. Now, we are not Catholic and we don't always observe that, but sometimes we go with my family and they like to do fish fries and stuff. And so we will go ahead and have sardines or tuna and crackers. So I want to make sure I had extra of those on hand. And then we got almond flour. We were completely out. I do realize now that my jar is mostly full, but when we went, I had forgot to check my jars. I checked all the cupboards. My husband actually went through and grabbed pictures of everything because I was running behind on making my list of what I already had and what I needed on some things. But I did not check that. So I had to guess. So we got 5. If we have extra over the next month, great. That's less that we spend next trip. No big deal. So, and then we got 6 bags of the organic tortilla chips. We've actually been eating less of those. I have not been eating many of them at all. I was eating them originally like 2 to 3 days a week when we very first changed our diet. Then I dropped down, and right now I'm really only eating them once a week, if at all. So we're going through less of them. But my husband does snack on them almost every night, and we will be having a birthday party as well, where my family is pretty large, so we will probably use at least one entire bag for the birthday party. So I wanted to make sure that I had enough, so I still went ahead and bought 6 this month. And then down here we have a thing of honey. We use a lot of local honey too, but it's just the season right now where it's cold and we're not really getting much, so I went ahead and made sure I picked up one of those. Because I want to have the local stuff for, like, to make sure that I take more medicinally, I guess. And so I use this one. I'm definitely going to bake it because it would it ruins the properties of the raw honey anyway. So, you know. We found these paleo bites last time, and I thought for sure that now that the New Year resolution type stuff was over that they wouldn't have it anymore, but my surprise, they actually had them right next to the Aussie Bites. So I went ahead and I picked up one of each this time. My kids love, especially my little two, they loved these. They were like their favorite thing. So they usually have one of these with an apple during our like morning circle time when we do our read alouds and stuff. They'll have a snack usually around like 10 o'clock, and so they'll have one of these with their apple. And so I picked that up, and then I picked up Aussie Bites. I also picked up these cashew clusters. We had got these a while ago and hadn't really delved into them, I guess. Everybody tried them, but then I don't know what happened. We just didn't eat them. So I was like going through all my cupboards and trying to make a more definite snack plan and stuff. And we started using these, and a couple of my kids really like these. And honestly, they're a nice, easy snack if I'm just like hungry and running through the house but don't have time to stop you know, to cut something up or whatnot. This is a quick and easy thing that I can grab just to get something in me or while I'm making dinner or something. So I did go ahead and pick up another one of those because we actually finished our last bag and everybody is now getting into the routine of eating them. I picked up an avocado oil. We do have a full one downstairs, but that is not something I will ever go without buying there, I don't think, unless I have like 5 in the cupboard, because the price on that is just so fantastic. This bottle is $9.99. And you can see, get my finger out of there. You might be able to focus a little better. It's like, what, a liter? And it's like half of that size, I think, at Trader Joe's. And the one I know at Aldi, they also carry one now, which is not quite as good a quality, I don't think, but is smaller. And they are both almost the same price. So that price cannot be beaten anywhere I've seen. So I definitely picked one of those up. And I also picked up, again, a coconut oil. Same thing. We do need one of these. We are down to about 2/3 of this. But so I'm not sure that I will last because we are coming into a holiday where we will be making things like fat bombs. We don't do candy much in this house. And so we do make fat bombs around the holidays of like Halloween and Easter. So I did want to make sure I had some of that. And then we'll scoot up here to all of the meat that we got. We got 2 things of these turkey breasts. Again, I mentioned that we'll be doing Lunchables a lot more. And so I made sure that I picked up 2 of those this time. We actually have some in the freezer, but we're getting low and we will be eating these way more now that we're through the winter season. I picked up one of these to throw in the freezer. These just make a really nice, quick, easy meal. And while it's not organic, it is vegetarian fed, so it's not fed junk, I guess. Let me see. And I'll be honest, I don't eat this. I can't even get it to focus. But the ingredients are pork, water, salt, spice, and extracts. So, we don't eat a ton of it. Obviously, we get one like in 6 weeks, but it is something that when we're on the fly, it's better than stopping at fast food. So, and then we got these. I have never had these before. If you guys have tried these, can you guys drop a comment down below and tell me what you guys make with them, or, you know, side dishes, what complements them well. We saw these. It was the first time. My husband wanted to try them out. They look like something he would like, so we did go ahead and pick those up. I'm sorry, guys. There's kind of a glare here. Let me see if I can... I'm having a heck of a time zooming today, huh? There we go. So, clean ingredients, all organic, you know. Pretty excited to try those out. And then we got these ones because these are what we are having a focusing issue. All right, guys, sorry. I don't know what in the world was going on and why I wouldn't focus, but we did get these apple sausages. We do like these. We just usually cut them up and throw them in with some potatoes in the skillet, make a vegetable on the side, and it's a fairly easy meal that doesn't take a lot of prep if we've been busy. So we got a package of those. We usually make an entire, there's 3 in here. We usually make an entire one when we make it for dinner. So every 2 weeks, roughly, we'll probably have that, usually on a weekend, so that I don't have to necessarily make a difficult meal. It's usually the day that I prep. And then there are 2 more under this. So 3 of these cases of the organic almond milk. We use these in place of milk in our house for cereal. Once a week, my kiddos get cereal on Sunday. And then we also use it for things like hot chocolate and sometimes smoothies, those types of things. And then baking, of course, with coconut milk as well. So we got 3 of those. Oh my, look at all this, guys. We got coconut rolls. These are awesome. They stopped carrying these for a little while, and then I noticed last time we were there, they were back. So we picked them up, and my kids have been using, again, my little kids have been doing the paleo bites, and my big girls have been doing these with their apples in the morning. There's the ingredients. So they're pretty clean. They are really good. I don't know. I like coconut, I guess. So I don't notice if you don't like coconut, maybe you won't like them. But they're a nice little snack that is pretty clean. And then these coconut clusters. My daughter likes these. She does not care for cashews, which we do for snack usually about once a week with some fruits. And so she usually does these in place of it. And it does have the brown rice syrup if that bothers you, and some organic cane sugar, but it doesn't bother me that much. We do have some cane sugar and some things like this, but we don't cook or bake with any kind of cane sugar. So, and we try to limit how much it is in the packaged goods at that. So, so she does have that. And then we have a thing of organic peanut butter here. It is organic. It is just peanuts and salt. So we have those, which I'm hoping to make some nice cream with the bananas in the near future, and then go ahead and like melt that over, maybe with mixed with some honey. I love to put a little bit of honey in there and dip my apples in that. That's one of my favorite snacks. So, and then we have 4 almond butters. We make a banana and almond butter muffin batter. And I usually make that every 2 weeks roughly, and then I'll make a dozen for the week and a second dozen and throw it in the freezer. Sometimes every 2 weeks, sometimes every 3 weeks. So, but it takes a whole container when I do the 2 dozen, almost, I think. Almost. Not quite, but almost. So I like to make sure I have enough of those on hand. Plus we use it for, just like different protein balls and stuff. So, I got this. It is just some sauerkraut. Not something we get very often. If you've watched my hauls, you don't really see this. But like I mentioned, we'll be having a birthday party. And I have not mastered the fermenting by any means. And so we usually try and get Bubby's if we can ordered. But the place, Azure Standard, that we were ordering from has not delivered locally for quite some time now. So we haven't been able to access it. Because our Trader Joe's does not carry it. So I did pick this up, and it's mostly just to put in with the hot dogs at the birthday party that we have. We'll get grass-fed hot dogs for our kids, and probably regular hot dogs, honestly, for everybody else, because they don't necessarily care. So, and then we'll just throw one of these in each. So then we got almonds and walnuts. These were something new for us. We don't usually do anything besides cashews, but if you follow any of my mamas out there who like to eat clean, there is a great blog called Paleo Running Mama, and she has some awesome treats on there. And one of the things was like a no-bake granola bar. And these were 2 of the ingredients that were in it that I did not have. And so I wanted to make sure I picked those up because that's something that we're going to try. We're coming into our season of trying new food. This is the time of year when we are not quite busy with work yet. My work picks up at the end of April, beginning of May, and we're off like the major homeschooling haul. Like we have about a little over a month left. So my kids are starting to wrap things up somewhat, and our extracurriculars aren't crazy. Soccer hasn't started and stuff yet. So this is like a perfect time of year for us to try out some new things and spend some extra time in the kitchen. So we grabbed those to try that out. And then we got this. Again, we do not make this in the microwave. It says 90 seconds in the microwave, but you can easily open these packages and throw them on the stovetop and just cook them up with a little bit of water. Let me see if I can find if it will cooperate to give you the ingredients. So not perfect, it's not sprouted, that type of thing, but it's a really clean and quick and easy meal. We go ahead and we throw this in the skillet and with a little bit of water and warm it up, and then we put the coconut aminos on it and just dice up some chicken and throw it in. And then last time we did it with peas, but you could throw really any vegetable in, and it takes next to no time. So that's hey, we just ran in the door from doing something that took longer than we expected, and we have to run back out the door, or everybody's already starving kind of deal. This is really great to have on hand. So we picked that up. We got more cans of coconut milk. We're still trying to transfer over to using this a little bit more, and that a little bit less. So we're working on it. It's a journey. It is where we are. So we picked up another one of those. And then back here, we picked up salsa. Like I said, I haven't been eating it much, and this is the kind that I eat, not my husband. So we really didn't, we only have, we have one, and it's partially full and in the fridge, and we really aren't using it that often. But we will be having the birthday party, and this is the kind that we take to the party to go with those to snack and share with everybody. So I wanted to make sure I picked one up, and I had it just in case for that. And then we got this Birch Benders pancake mix. We do not personally make this at home. I always make mine from scratch, but this is the perfect thing to send to the grandparents who are used to making things like this quick. It's super simple. You just throw water in with it, and you mix it up, and then you make it. So the kids take this with them every time they go, and we have one that we actually just opened on their trip last weekend or 2 weekends ago to Grammy's. But, so we weren't going to buy any, but we got there, and this, I think it was like $3 off. So it was a pretty deep discount. So we made sure went ahead and just picked one up. We'll throw it in the fridge or in the cupboard, and we will have it for when we need it instead of paying full price next time. And then we got these this box, with the 2 big bags of raisins. My kiddos eat those as a snack. Usually once a week, sometimes we'll have those with those. My kiddos like to eat those as a snack, kind of balancing a little bit of the sugar of that with the healthy fats of the nuts over there. So they have those, for a quick treat if they're out, or something that they're allowed to watch. Maybe if they're watching a movie, that's something I let them take in my living room, or some other treats I cannot let them do, or snack foods, I can't let them do that. So, and then we got 3 of these sardines. I'm so excited. We were there, and they were on sale for $3 off a piece. So they were, I think that made them $6.99. I think they were originally $9.99. So that was a great price. So we went ahead and picked up 3 of them because we all love these. I never thought that I would be a sardine person. And everybody's like, you really have to try them. They're really good for you. Healthy fats, this particular kind in the olive oil and whatnot. And I'm like, ooh. So I made my husband try them first, and he's like, they're not bad. He's like, they're pretty good. And so I tried them, and I actually really like them. I like them better than tuna. So I went ahead and I picked up 3 of those for everybody. My kids adore these too. So we'll go through those pretty quickly. And then we got hip peas. My kids really liked those last trip, so we went ahead and we picked up a second one. I'm really hoping that our Costco will keep carrying those, because sometimes they get rid of things that we really love, which the thing they got rid of this time was my caveman bars, so I'm really sad about that. But for now, my kids are really enjoying this, so hopefully they will bring those back and not get rid of these, but and then we got the rice rollers. Whoa, sorry guys, I probably made you sick right there. We've got the rice rollers. These are really a nice, easy snack to take with us when we're going somewhere. My kids sometimes take those to church. We're getting into the season, not quite yet, but soon, where we'll be going more, like I said, about going to the zoo and stuff, so those are easy. I have 4 kids, so we just take 2 packs, and they open them up, and they can each have one if we're out running for the whole day. or we'll be coming into like VBS and stuff soon, so I'm sure these will stay on our radar. They can take them with them to things like that for snacks, opposed to the snacks that they usually have at those types of activities. So, and then they did not have the regular jerky back, but they did actually have the variety pack back. And so we went ahead and picked up this. My husband and I really enjoy this jerky. Love the fact that it is grass-fed. And it's just really, it is really good jerky. However, like I said, they didn't have the big packs, but for those of you who follow me, know that I sell on eBay, so we're coming into a season where I'm going to be out yard selling quite a bit, and sometimes my husband goes with me, and so these little packs will be perfect to take along with us when we're spending the whole day out. It's a nice little snack and treat for us. Again, going to the zoo or something. We don't like to buy treats at those kinds of places because of the types of food they are, so this is something that we can pack for a snack if we're out for the whole day. So got those, and we're coming to the end of Costco, guys. I probably will go ahead and do the other stuff in a separate video for you because this, like I said, it's a lot of stuff. But the first thing I got was this. I really did not want to pay the price for this, I'll be honest. It was like $14.99, I think, which made each bottle, what, $7.50? And I just feel like that's expensive. But I haven't found a deal on this in a while. I usually can find deals on Amazon, making it usually half of that, like $3 to $5. And so I did not want to pay $7.50 a piece. But I am completely out of shampoo for my little kids. My big kids use adult shampoo, but my little kids do not. So I do use the body wash from Young Living, and so we had that, but we ran out of shampoo this like past week. So I picked this up because it was there and it worked and it filled the task, and I didn't have to look for a deal anywhere else. And then we got these. My husband really liked these. I switched over to stainless steel around Christmas time, and my kids also did. My husband did not, and so finally he picked these up on our last trip. He tried out the 2-pack. He really liked it, and since he liked it enough, he went and picked up another 2-pack. Oops, sorry, again, I'm making you guys sick there. He likes to keep 1 or 2 at work also, so that he can like kind of rotate them and keep 1 in the dishwasher. So 1 in the dishwasher, 1 filled up at home, and 1 he leaves at work. So I did go ahead and pick up a second one of these for him, and then I will probably just use the other one as a spare for mine because I have 1 huge 40-ounce bottle, but that's it. So I have to use it and then wash it when I have the time to do that, and so I like to have a spare one around for that purpose. So before I put this other thing back up, I got 2 more boxes of Epsom salts. Just nice for our detox baths, for myself and for the kiddos. They like to take those as well. And then I was super excited about this, guys. They had the Schmidt's. They've never had this at ours before. I have looked, but they did have it this time, and my husband is going to try it out. I'm actually going to try this out too. I currently have Primal Pit Paste, and that works just fine. But I got it on a major deal, and so I don't know that I'll be able to replace it for a cheaper price, so I am going to try this out as well. They did have a more flowery scent, but obviously my husband would not care for that. So we're going to try this out and see how it works. I should hopefully be fine with it. If you are switching to a natural deodorant from a more conventional, don't forget you're probably going to have a detox period, which I'm sure he is going to have. But I've heard this stuff is amazing, so I can't wait to see how it works. And then we got some of this. He actually isn't quite out of his last time, but he wasn't sure he would make it another 6 weeks on what he had. So we got the shampoo and conditioner from there. This doesn't rate the like the best on the Think Dirty, but it's like kind of like a 3 or 4, I think, if I remember correctly. So it works for the price for now. I would love to find something even cleaner than this, but for now this works really well for him. So we picked those up, and then we picked up some baking soda. So we use that a lot around the house for cleaning. We use it to help neutralize the water when we do our detox baths. And we use it obviously for baking. So that was everything we got this time. So like I said, it was a lot of stuff this time. It was the biggest haul we've done for Costco. $810 is a lot. But again, like I mentioned, the $40 for the books obviously did not come out of any kind of grocery or budget of that sort. And I had I think about $60 worth of stuff that family had given us money, and we purchased while we were there for them. So that it was a big haul. It's a lot of stuff to put away. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get this put away, and I'm gonna try and get the Aldi and maybe the Trader Joe's stuff up for you guys to see. So if you guys are new here and you've just found me because you guys are looking for healthier items at Costco, thanks for joining us, and make sure that you go ahead and click that subscribe button down below before you go. And for everyone else, if you guys like these kind of videos, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up so I know that you guys like this kind of content, and I will go ahead and keep sharing with you guys the things that we've been able to find that have helped us on our health journey from Costco. So until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.